Have you ever cooked shrimp scampi but the shrimp come out rubbery and tough? Well, that's because you're sauteing the shrimp. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a wonderful shrimp scampi where the shrimp is tender and the dish is flavorful. Let's begin. Welcome to the Bear Pantry Show. If you're looking for authentic Belizean recipes, then you're in the right place. My name is Barbara and this is Cooking Made Simple. So let me start by peeling the shrimp. And these are some big shrimp. Take a look, guys. Let me get the shell, and if you notice, I'm not throwing out the shells. I'm putting them in this next bowl because we're going to need those, alright? So this is about 2 pounds of shrimp. Now this is 1 quart of water. To this I'm adding 3 tablespoons of salt, tablespoons, not teaspoons, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and the 1 quart of water. So 3, 2, 1. Let me give this a stir, and then I'm adding my shrimp. We're going to set this in the fridge for about 15 minutes, okay? So we're going to brine the shrimp. Now while that sits in the fridge, let me go ahead and take care of the noodles. I'm using thin spaghetti because I don't like linguini or fettuccine, but you can use whatever noodles you like. So my water was boiling. I put some salt, put in the noodles, put a little bit of oil. And I'm just going to allow these to boil for about 8 minutes or so. Meanwhile, take a look at what we're going to need. The shell from the shrimp that we reserved, the white cooking wine, some cornstarch, lemon juice, black pepper, red pepper flakes, some fresh parsley, some cooking oil, and of course the pasta is boiling. Alright? Okay. So let's go ahead and take care of this. I'm going to drain it in my colander. And then just rinse it off with some cold water. And then I'm going to cover this up and set it aside while I take care of the shrimp. So I have some cooking oil that's divided. By the way, check below for the ingredients, alright? So let me get this in my skillet. And at first we're going to cook the shells of the shrimp. We need this for the flavor. So the recipe that I'm using is a recipe from a YouTube channel called The Test Kitchen. So here we go. They're looking pink and they have some spots on them. So now let me go ahead and measure out my cooking wine, the white cooking wine, 1 cup. I have just enough. Take this off of the fire before you put it in, okay? Alright, so let's pour it in. Look at the flames in the front. They're talking. Look. Nothing even sprinkled in there. But it's going wild. Okay, so let's move it back onto the flames. And then we're going to allow that to cook for about 5 minutes. Now the recipe calls for 8 cloves of garlic, but I'm only going to use 2 because I don't really like the smell of garlic, but you can definitely use more, alright? So let me go ahead and drain the shells in this strainer. Let me press it through. And then now I have a new skillet, and I'm using the remainder of my cooking oil that was divided. It calls for these red pepper flakes, but I don't like these flakes because they're too big and they taste kind of bitter. I don't know if they're going bad. I'm going to have to buy another stash. So here's my garlic. And the black pepper. And I've switched out the red pepper flakes for cayenne because I want some heat. Now pay attention to what I do here, guys, because I should have removed the skillet from the heat again before I add back in the shrimp broth, because remember it has the wine. So it caused all this steam and smoke. And then we were all choking and coughing. We had to open up the house. But you know what? It's all good. Now let me go ahead and put the shrimp in the pan. And I think my pan's a little bit too wide for what I want to do, because we're supposed to have more broth than this so that the shrimp can poach. But I'm just going to add a little bit more water to fix that problem, okay? Let me get it all in. Add a little bit of water. That's good. And in 5 minutes, They're going to cook like this. They're going to look all pink and pretty. Remove them. Let me grab them all here with my skimmer, guys. Okay, so let's make the scampi. I've added my lemon juice with the cornstarch. Let me give this a stir. This is going to be the thickener. Put it in here. Ooh, look how beautiful this is already. Now to this, I'm going to add about 4 tablespoons of cold butter. I've already measured out the tablespoons. Put the butter back in the fridge because we leave the butter on the counter. And just cook this until the butter melts. Let me hit it with my fresh parsley. Notice we haven't added any salt, right? Because of all the brine that we did earlier. This is looking so good and smelling even better, guys. So the butter's almost melted. Let me go ahead and return the shrimp back to the pan. So the way we did this without sauteing the shrimp, we've allowed the shrimp to not be overdone or rubbery, okay? Put them all back in. I have my pasta waiting for me. Joe's gonna eat this with white rice. It looks pretty good. So I'm not gonna be tasting this for this show because Joe and I did a mukbang with this. And you would have already seen that video at the site. But I just wanted to show you guys how to make it, alright? See the mukbang? We really enjoyed this. It was so flavorful, so spicy. Look, I'm clapping. Oh, gorgeous, guys. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you're seeing me on Facebook, don't forget to follow, like, and share the page. If you're seeing me on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the page. And if you want to see me on a different platform, come and join the membership at Patreon. It's patreon.com/Bear Pantry Show.